And on today's episode of the Riderflex podcast, 10 tips on improving your job search. Now, this is not just for unemployed folks, right? I'm talking about anybody in the job market, anybody that's trying to get a job for whatever reason. Let's say you're frustrated. It's been 6 months, nobody's calling you, or maybe you did go on some interviews, but you didn't get picked. You're pissed off. You're at home at night having that glass of wine going, damn, how come they aren't picking me? You're trying to reflect on why you aren't getting the offers. Well, I'm going to give you 10 tips. Now, these are going to sound like super basic, common sense stuff. So why am I going to bring these 10 up? Because this is where I see most of the mistakes, believe it or not. You're going to hear these and you're going to think, oh, I'm doing all that. And then I'm going to challenge you to say, really? Please do me a favor, dwell on it, sleep on it, wake up the next day, and then ask yourself if there's anything on these 10 tips that you can improve, because I bet there is. Okay, I bet there is. Number one, start doing what you said you would do. Let that sink in. Even casual stuff, right? You tell your friend, Johnny, hey, I'll call you tomorrow. If you said you'll call him tomorrow, then call him tomorrow. Little stuff. Hey, I'll be there at 4. Be there at 4, not 4:05. Okay. A lot of times when I see candidates that are struggling, it's because they have a tendency, their nature with everything they do in life, their tendency is not really to hold themselves accountable. They just casually throw stuff out there. They'll say, hey, I'm going to paint the bedroom this weekend. And then they don't. Okay. Whatever it is, just watch yourself, monitor yourself. Every single time words come out of your mouth that you commit to doing something, as small as it may be, challenge yourself to see if you actually did it. So number one is do what you said you were going to do. Okay. Number 2, audit your LinkedIn and your resume. Okay, hold on. I know you're saying, oh, my resume is updated. Okay, hold on. I want you to go back and audit it another time. In fact, have somebody else look at it. Have a friend try to find a mistake on it. If you're not getting the job you want or you're not getting calls, it's possible something is wrong. There's a big mistake on your LinkedIn or your resume and you just haven't seen it. You haven't noticed it because you've looked at it 1,000 times, so you keep missing it. Audit both of those one more time, LinkedIn and resume. And by the way, LinkedIn is critical. Okay. If you don't have an updated LinkedIn profile, I'm just telling you right now, you're hurting your career chances. And I've done 1 million episodes on that. And that's another 2-hour podcast. Anytime I say the word resume, I'm talking about LinkedIn and resume. Make sure they are both updated. Do an audit on it. Try to find a mistake. Have a friend look at it. So that's number 2. Number 3, clean up your social media. Yes, I'm just telling you, if you've had some problems in your career search or your job search, it might be because of your social media. Yes, employers and interviewers are checking your social media. I don't care whether they're supposed to or not. I'm telling you, they are. Okay, so go into your social media, look for any crazy stuff you've put on there, pictures, rants, whatever, anything that could offend or piss somebody off, take it off, clean it up. Okay, so do a self-audit on your personal social media. Next, number 4, exchange the time you're spending on fun social media for productive social media. What do I mean by that? Just monitor all the minutes you're sitting there with your thumb, scrolling up and down on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram. You're just looking at dumb shit all the time. Just monitor yourself. Just ask yourself, how many minutes a day am I looking at cat videos when I should be scanning social media for job openings, great articles, something that can actually help you? Use social media to help you, not make you dumber. Okay. Number 4. Number 5, stop applying without doing research. Okay. Stop sitting there with the Indeed app on your phone and just clicking apply. Okay, stop it. Okay, you're just wasting minutes. I'm telling you, you're wasting minutes. Some of you out there are like, oh, I'm going to do the shotgun method, and I'm just going to sit here and apply to 100 jobs, and maybe one of them will hit. I'm telling you, bro, you're wasting your time. Stop doing that. Do the research, actually read the job description, and see if it's even a close match before you apply. Okay, please. You're just wasting time doing that. Number 6, networking. Increase your networking. Increase your relationships on LinkedIn. Increase the number of coffee meetings you're having. By the way, I am recording this on July 10th, 2020, so it's difficult to have a coffee meeting right this minute because of COVID. But increase your networking. Okay, increase your relationships. I don't know what the stat is. You Google it, check me on this, but it's got to be more than half. Most jobs come from people you know. Somebody introduced you, somebody called you because they knew you were in the market and they told you about a job. Network, 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 network. Increase your networking. If you're having problems landing something, it's probably because you aren't networking enough. Okay. It's probably because you think you have a super awesome resume and you have a high IQ, so people should just hire you because of that. Plug in some networking combined with those, and then you will get hired. Okay. Number 7, let recruiters know that you're in the market. And if you don't have relationships with recruiters, get some. Okay. Connect with them on LinkedIn, have conversations with them, call them, let them know, wave this giant flag. Okay. Tell every recruiter you know that you are looking, that you want out, and that you want to change. Okay. Number 8, shift hobby time to job search time. I'm not saying don't have a life, but seriously, monitor your hobby time and reduce it into career search mode. Okay. So if you're, a gamer, video gamer, how many minutes a week are you spending on gaming versus your career search? I mean, think about it. You're sitting there complaining to your friend Mary that you can't find the job you want, but you spend 4 hours a week playing video games. Better check yourself, right? Get your priorities in line. Okay. That was number 8. Number 9, prepare for the interview when you do get it. Now, I've done tons of episodes on this. Another 2 hours we could talk on just that one little thing, but I wanted to bring it up in the top 10 here. Prepare. Okay. If you haven't done the research on the company, the research on the person you're interviewing with, and if you haven't practiced for the interview and prepared your questions and answers, you're not going to get the job. Okay. Stop taking the interview lightly. So many people complain like, oh, they didn't pick me. Well, you couldn't even ask any good questions during the interview. You didn't do any research on the person you're interviewing with. I mean, just prepare. The number one thing interviewers and recruiters complain about is the fact that candidates do not prepare. Okay. And number 10 is really a personal challenge for you. Maybe not as much into the career, but if you fix number 10 in your life, it's probably going to improve your career search. Okay. You ready for this? This is huge. This is going to blow your mind. Be on time for everything. Don't be late for anything. Just challenge yourself. If you tell somebody you're going to be there at 4, be there at 4. If you say you're going to send them an email tomorrow, send them an email tomorrow. Okay. If you say, I'm going to paint the bedroom this weekend, do it. Words that come out of your mouth for any kind of time frame, commit to it, do it, execute it. Okay. Now, you may be listening to this thinking, well, what does that have to do with my career search? Well, I'm just telling you right now, the majority of people that are having problems finding a job, I'll bet you there's something related to their time management most of the time. So check yourself. Just monitor yourself. If you tell your friends, hey, I'll be there at 4, look to see what time you get there. Look at your watch. You'll be like, oh, it's 4:07. I told them I'd be here at 4. You failed. So number 10 is be on time. And there are 10 tips on improving your career search. And there is your Riderflex tip of the day. The Riderflex podcast features entrepreneurs, business executives, and the stories behind how they got there, as well as daily tips on career advice and job interviews. Our show can be heard just about anywhere these days, but you can visit Riderflex.com and click on the podcast page to hear all the previous episodes and learn more about the recruiting and consulting services we provide. Contact us at the email address info@riderflex.com or 888-964-5876. Thanks so much for listening, and if you enjoy our show, please be sure to subscribe to our channel and like the episodes.